There's been a lot going on with family, health reasons, hospital, lots of time in hospitals. But I don't really want to go into details on that, it's not really relevant. But you know, that's basically been the crux of it, a lot of time in hospital. Things are slowly starting to look up, so that's always good. That's pretty much most of my time. Not been well for a while, and I've started writing down a little bit of a log, should we say, about how I've been feeling recently. And it started on the 27th of January, on a Friday, I believe it was. I was at work, it's normal, and throughout the day my throat started to get drier and sorer, and I thought, usually this feeling indicates that a little cold or a bug is just around the corner, and it was. So that progressively got worse. Then the next day, you know, it got a lot worse. Started getting really knackered. I mean, seriously, I mean, knackered most of the time because I'm dad, right? But this was something else. This was, oh my god, just to get your head off the pillow and swivel out of bed was a real chore. Aches and pains all over. Feels like I've been sparring or something again, and it just aches everywhere, you know. So that was hurting. Then started progressively went through like a flu-like symptoms. Went on for about a week. Now, what are we now? I think it's the 18th, 19th, no, the 20th of February now. So yeah, around about a month later, still got this sore throat, can't shift it, and it's just hanging around and hanging around. So I'll be looking into home remedies and herbs and things like I used to do. I mean, I used to, if you want to look through my videos, just go immune system booster drink, and I've done it years ago now, and I pretty much had that drink once every morning when I started work, only winter time, so we're talking start of November till the end of February, early March. Every day I would have this drink, and no kidding you, I think it was 3 years that I counted, I never had one day off sick, never got a sniff of a cold, nothing. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to start looking into immune system and health benefits and blah blah blah. And there's a lot of good information out there, a lot of bad, like everything. You just have to use your own intuition to navigate through the crap and grab all of the good things, okay? And I've ended up with a nice little array of herbs which I'm going to mix, blend, and I'm going to start drinking every day just to try and clear this throat up, man. It's a bloody nightmare. Licorice was one of them. Anyway, I don't want to go on too much about that. So the main reasons why I've been absent, I guess, is mainly health reasons. Me, my son, my partner, my mum, and her mum. It's just been full on for a long time. And as you can see, the weather's starting to get nice, which is rare at the moment in the UK. And with the sun comes hope, and our health problems are slowly, very slowly, just fading away. So onwards and upwards, as we say. Keep soldiering on, as we always do. And I read this book, brilliant book, by Mark Billy Billingham. It was on the SAS Survival series. It's on Channel 4 recently on a Sunday. Brilliant book, really good. And I devised a motto myself, or a mantra, as I was reading through that book. And it is, there's always a way. So yeah, stay funky, there's always a way. And there's always a way. If you really want something, you will do whatever you need to get it done, okay? So really positive, everything's good. What should we talk about now? Topical stuff. The last video I've done, I think we talked about the weather with Brits. We're obsessed by the bloody weather, why not? But I did say it's been proven right. Rain, prep for rain, heavy rain, flash floods. I mean, look at Hereford recently, certain parts of Scotland and northern England. I mean, we're absolutely saturated in most parts of the UK, and if this bad weather continues to get worse, know, all it's going to do is it's going to impact the economy in some way, shape or form. It could impact you directly as a family or as a single person or whatever. It will affect your food preps, your clothing, your kit, etc. If you're on the ground floor level, as I said, get it all up upstairs at the way, do what you can. Yeah, that was my last video. So the topical for the moment is coronavirus. Oh no, we're all gonna die. But seriously, there's a lot of information, as you would expect, flooding the internet about this coronavirus. But one thing I did notice, if you go into YouTube and you type in coronavirus, the first 30 or 40 screens, all of it is mainstream lies, bullshit, okay? And that's changed, because it never used to be like that. You used to put in something like 2 years ago maybe, or a year ago, coronavirus, and you can see what everyone's uploads are if they've got their hashtag or their tags navigating around the coronavirus tag. But no, nothing's coming up apart from official sources. Honestly, it's getting more and more like blimmin' China, and over time I suspect it could end up that way. But we don't, that's another road. I could spend weeks literally talking about dystopian nightmares in the future, near future, mid future, distant future, but we don't want to be dragged into that, right? It's not what it's about. Talk about coronavirus. What can you do to protect yourself? Personally, this is my own opinion, based on seminars. I'll be spending probably 7 hours most days while I'm at work with my headphones on, listening to doctors, experts, people high up in health organisations, just to try and get lots of different angles on this virus. And what they've learned in the 1918 Spanish flu was that masks, paper masks, do not work. It will help to an extent if you've got a virus, you do not wish to spread it anywhere else. That's good, but it will not help. It will not do anything at all. So my advice for my research and what I'm drawn to with my intuition is forget paper masks. It doesn't matter if they got them little filters on, it doesn't matter if they got an N95 and N100, it doesn't matter. They're not going to work, okay? If I was you, and if you've got them, it doesn't matter, we all make mistakes, I would sell them. You would make a lot of money on them, and with that money you can put towards a respirator, a half-face respirator, bare minimum, and you're looking for HEPA filters. HEPA filters they use in operating theatres in hospital to prevent contamination via superbugs. You've got exposed wounds while surgery's taking place, you've got clean air in there, like a clean room environment, you've got no bugs in there. That's why we've got a good record of infection here in the UK with operations. Our count over the globe is very minimal compared to other countries, because we've got these good air filtration systems and good hand washing practices being used. What I don't like to see, and I don't think does anything, is these hand gels or hand sanitizers. There's only one that I will recommend, which I've been put onto, which actually works with this virus. It's that Milton. The NHS are buying these in bulk buys at the moment, so it might already be too late. I've had that a while, but I've been told on good faith that that stuff is the bare minimum and it will work. I've researched and looked into Wright's coal tar soap. Very good for washing your hands. Keep your hands washed as much as possible. Don't just do it once or twice a day. Do it every hour if you can, as much as you can. You clean your hands. If you do catch something on your hands, you don't spread it around the place. You keep it to a minimum. So hand washing, a good, strong, hygiene, tough, bristle nail brush. Most of the bugs that lurk around your hands will be around your fingertips and fingernails. Okay, pay particular attention to scrubbing with those. Watch a few YouTube videos on surgeons doing scrubs. You don't have to go that far, but it gives you good insight to why and how certain methods are used. So you want to keep things as clean as possible. Built-in, as I say, for work surfaces indoors, worktops, light switches, toilet seats, door handles, common sense stuff. Just think about everything that you touch in a day in your home, and that's what you clean. Try and clean it at least once every other day, once a day if you've got time. If you're out and about in areas with lots of people, especially if they're coughing and whatnot, try and keep your eyes closed. It happened to me the other day. I popped down to the shops and there's a few people. Try and distance yourself 2 or 3 meters from the nearest person. So if you're walking down the high street and there's people everywhere, just try and think about not getting too close to other people. If someone is coughing, just shut your eyes, just stop. Shut your eyes, get your phone out, pretend if you worry what other people think, just get your phone, pretend to be on the phone and just stop. Shut your eyes whilst they walk past. That way, airborne particles and viruses and bugs aren't going to attach into your eyeball and get sucked straight into your bloodstream and get into your body that way. Obviously you can breathe in through your mouth, through your lips, through your nose. You know, I was to say I've been spending a lot of time researching of what the viruses actually do and how they work in the body. There is a very good video, it's only about 20 minutes long, it's an American video, and it's set at healthcare professionals in the States. And it's just basically how a virus works in the body or something like that. And it's very, very good, and it breaks down step by step. You know, viruses entering the respiratory system. In your nose, for example, you've got like hairs in the nostrils. That's designed to catch all of these bugs. You've got all of these mucus in the back of the throat and your nose. A lot of viruses will drown and get stuck in that, and you cough and spread it out everywhere. If they're lucky enough to get past all of these things, it only takes one small little virus to get into you. Yeah, you take, replicate, and grow, and you get T cells attacking it. Your immune system warms up. You get tired. It fights for you. So yeah, lead it on to the immune system. Right, before I forget, very, very important. Just say your immune system it should be at 100%. Your immune system's at 100%, right? And you get a bug, particularly this virus. If your immune system's at 100% and you're a relatively healthy person, it will go down to 60% whilst the infection takes hold and your immune system fights it. So you're currently at 60% immune system go rate. All that means is that your symptoms won't be as bad and you will recover a lot quicker than if you catch this bug when your immune system is already low. Say your immune system is already at 60% and you catch this thing, it will go down to 20%. Now if your immune system goes down that low, you're really going to suffer prolonged symptoms. It's going to take you ages to get over this thing, and it's going to hurt a lot more. This is very, very serious if you're elderly or you're young. Okay, so if you've got little ones, like my son, he's like 2.5 now, and my mum, she's in her 70s, you know, they're at high risk groups. Okay, these people, you want to try everything you can to keep them away from transport hubs, population centres, etc. Try and keep them indoors as much as you can. Even order your groceries to your door rather than going out and risk catching that one tiny little thing that comes in and gives you a bad day. Now, from what I've been hearing, this virus is already over here in the UK. It's all over the place, but it's not being mentioned and talked about. This is on purpose to prevent panic. Believe it or not, the thing that's most important in the globe and the planet is the global economy. All the time that's ticking along, people are working, people are spending money, it's great. If that stops, everyone will be in the shit. Seriously in the shit. So they're not too worried about this bug thing, they're more worried about the economy. That's why they're not saying, actually, everyone on that boat off Japan has got this virus. Every person in there. Okay? So you've got to be very careful. not much more I can say really. Most of it's common sense. Obviously, if you want to go full protection, I mean, I've got it in the back of the car in a bag. A GSR respirator, 7 pairs of new filters sealed, expiry date 2027. I've got a full NBC suit, gloves, inner, outer, over boots. I've got my bang, blot and rub. Sorry, just checking the traffic. Fuller's Earth and Fuller's Earth squeezy bottle. Some of you have been in the forces will know what I'm talking about, but just Google it if you're not sure. That will stop everything, okay? They're just nuclear, chemical, biological warfare suits, and they're lined with charcoal, okay, filtered, and of course the respirators is second to none. Made by Scott Health and Safety, if I remember right. Good company. I don't want to waffle on, blah blah blah. I will do another video after this. There is a prepper meet this year. I can't remember the dates off the top of my head because I arranged it about a month ago now. It's just taken so long to get the video up on the screen. I think it's end of July. I think it's like the 18th to the 20th of July, but don't quote me. I'm going to do a video after this one talking about the prepper meet, okay? So, good to be back. Ooh, throaty. Maserati Pragatan. Yeah. Wow, what a car. Awesome. Yeah, stop waffling, Darren. Video's done. Good to be back. I'm sorry it's not like a proper edited video with music and photos and all that. It's just my phone, because I just have not got the bloody time to sit there with my son buggering up the laptop and all the rest of it. And you know, it just takes a long time to edit videos these days. But one day I'll be back. I'm hoping to do an overnighter within the next 2 months. So fingers crossed. Let's keep it peeled, keep your peckers dry and your powders hard. Anyway, I'm waffling. I know I'm waffling now. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all your support, offline messages, etc. And stay funky.